The enduring appeal of English cottage style continues to captivate interior enthusiasts in 2025, evolving with subtle contemporary influences while honoring its romantic heritage. This beloved aesthetic combines the delicate charm of shabby chic with the heartwarming comfort of rustic farmhouse elements, creating spaces that feel both timelessly elegant and invitingly lived in. At its core, this design approach celebrates imperfection, embracing worn edges, faded fabrics, and gently distressed surfaces that tell stories of cherished use and patient aging.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Inside a romantic English cottage, 2025 shabby chic interiors with rustic farmhouse touches. What makes this style particularly appealing today is its inherent sustainability and emotional resonance in our increasingly digital world. By honoring handcrafted elements, repurposed treasures, and natural materials, the romantic English cottage aesthetic creates environments that feel authentic and soul-nourishing. These interiors offer a visual respite from the sleek minimalism that dominated previous decades, providing instead spaces rich with personal meaning, tactile comfort, and nostalgic warmth. In this guide to 2025's interpretation of this beloved style, we'll explore the essential elements that create the perfect romantic English cottage interior, from the soft floral patterns and pastel color palettes that define its visual language to the weathered wood textures and vintage treasures that add rustic authenticity. Whether you're designing a country retreat or bringing cottage comfort to an urban apartment, these ideas will help you create spaces that embrace both dreamy romance and practical livability. One, vintage florals and pastel accents, defining the cottagecore aesthetic. bringing the garden indoors with timeless floral fabrics. The heart of Romantic English cottage style lies in its celebration of flora, transferred from garden beds to interior textiles through timeless printed patterns. Incorporate generous touches of cabbage roses, delicate wildflowers, and trailing vines on upholstery, window treatments, and accent pillows to establish that quintessential garden-inspired ambience. Liberty prints, with their intricate artistic floral designs, offer particularly authentic cottage character, whether used boldly on armchairs or subtly on accent cushions. For a balanced approach, consider larger floral patterns on curtains or a statement chair, complemented by smaller, more delicate prints on accessories, creating visual harmony while avoiding overwhelming the eye in smaller spaces. Pastel perfection, soft color palettes for a feminine, cozy feel. The 2025 interpretation of Shabby Chic embraces gentle color foundations that create serene, light-filled interiors with unmistakable feminine charm. Build your palette around soft powder blues, blush pinks, sage greens, and antique creams, colors that reflect the natural hues of an English country garden filtered through morning mist. These gentle tones create an ideal backdrop for white-painted furniture and weathered wood accents, allowing vintage pieces to shine while maintaining an airy, spacious feeling even in compact rooms. Layer different values of the same color family for sophisticated depth, perhaps pairing pale lavender walls with deeper purple florals or combining several shades of duck egg blue across different textiles for a nuanced, collected over time aesthetic. Floral decor accessories that add instant cottage appeal. Transform even the most basic space into a romantic retreat through thoughtfully chosen floral accessories that add character without requiring renovation. Consider pleated lampshades in delicate floral prints, vintage porcelain teacups repurposed as tiny vases for fresh blooms, or antique botanical prints framed in weathered gold or distressed white frames. These small but impactful elements introduce the cottage aesthetic with minimal investment, allowing for seasonal rotation to keep spaces feeling fresh. Arrange pressed flowers in vintage frames, display floral pattern china on open shelving, or hang embroidered floral samplers as wall art. These authentic touches bring immediate cottage charm while expressing personal style and honoring the tradition of bringing nature's beauty indoors throughout changing seasons. Two, weathered wood and farmhouse furniture. Rustic charm in every corner. Rustic furniture finds that define shabby chic style. The foundation of any authentic English cottage interior lies in furniture pieces that balance rustic charm with refined detailing. Elements that show the gentle patina of time while maintaining practical function. Seek out distressed hutches with glass front upper cabinets perfect for displaying floral china collections, whitewash sideboards that offer storage while adding architectural interest, and spindleback chairs with worn paint that bring instant character to dining areas. The most successful pieces often feature curved details, scalloped edges, or turned legs that add feminine softness to otherwise sturdy farmhouse forms. When selecting larger furniture, prioritize pieces with authentic wear or thoughtful distressing, rather than mass-produced shabby finishes. The subtle differences in genuine aging create depth and storytelling elements that mass-market alternatives simply cannot replicate. Mixing rustic wood with soft linens for cozy layers. Create visual and tactile interest by juxtaposing the rugged texture of weathered wood against the delicate softness of fine linens and lace, a contrast that defines the romantic cottage aesthetic. Top rough-hewn farm tables with vintage embroidered runners, drape lace-edged cloths over side tables, or soften rustic benches with quilted cushions in complementary pastels. This intentional layering adds depth to your design while enhancing comfort and livability. The magic happens in these thoughtful combinations, perhaps a weathered wooden trunk serving as a coffee table, topped with a crocheted doily and a simple arrangement of garden flowers in a vintage pitcher. These textural conversations between rough and refined elements create the authentically collected, gently evolved feeling that gives English cottage interiors their soulful, lived-in appeal. Budget-friendly DIY furniture upgrades with vintage flair. Transform ordinary or second-hand furniture into cottage-worthy treasures through simple techniques that add character without requiring professional skills or substantial investment. Basic wooden chairs can become charming accent pieces with a coat of chalk paint in soft white or pastel blue, lightly distressed at edges to reveal hints of wood beneath. Update plain cabinet fronts with decoupage featuring floral imagery from gift wrap or botanical prints, sealed with clear matte finish for durability. Even the simplest pine bookcase can gain instant cottage credentials with beadboard backing, soft color application, and decorative brackets. The beauty of these DIY approaches lies in their forgiving nature. Slight imperfections only enhance the handcrafted, authentic feeling central to cottage style. Three. Shabby chic bedroom retreats, soft layers and timeless textures. Cozy bedding ideas with romantic vintage details. Create a dreamy sleep sanctuary through thoughtfully layered bedding that combines comfort with nostalgic charm. Start with a foundation of simple white or soft-toned sheets, adorned with delicate embroidery or subtle lace edging, details that feel special but remain gentle enough for restful sleep. Build upon this base with floral duvet covers or quilts featuring faded roses, trailing vines, or delicate wildflower patterns in soft, muted colorways that complement your overall palette. Add texture and visual interest through accent pillows and complementary prints, perhaps mixing small-scale florals with subtle stripes or gentle plaids, and finish with a lightweight throw-in crochet, soft mohair, or time-worn chenille draped casually across the foot of the bed. Creating balance. Pairing antique finds with soft textiles. Achieve perfect harmony between structure and softness by balancing substantial furniture pieces with ethereal textile elements. An ornate iron bed frame with aged patina becomes even more striking when draped with gossamer-like curtains suspended from a simple ceiling-mounted rail, creating a canopy effect that adds romance without overwhelming the space. A substantial oak dresser with well-worn edges gains feminine grace when topped with a delicate runner and vintage silver-backed brushes. Balance is key, substantial pieces anchoring the room while lighter elements prevent heaviness, especially in smaller bedrooms. Consider how light interacts with these combinations, perhaps positioning a weathered wooden nightstand where morning light will filter through sheer window panels to cast delicate patterns across its surface, creating those magical moments of interaction between elements that give cottage interiors their poetic, atmospheric quality. Cottage nightstand essentials: vintage lamps, books, and florals. Transform bedside tables into charming vignettes that combine beauty with functionality through carefully curated essentials that enhance the romantic cottage aesthetic. Select table lamps with character, perhaps a ceramic base with gentle curves in soft blue or pink, topped with a pleated shade in complementary floral fabric or simple linen. Stack a few vintage hardcover books with faded cloth bindings or weathered leather covers, chosen for their beautiful spines as much as their content. Add a small arrangement of fresh or dried flowers in a delicate vessel, perhaps violets in a vintage teacup or dried lavender in a small ironstone pitcher. Complete the arrangement with practical elements that continue the aesthetic: a vintage clock with patina, a delicate ring dish for jewelry, or a small frame with a treasured photograph in softly faded tones. Four. English cottage kitchens, vintage charm with functional beauty. Open shelving and charming dishware displays. Transform your kitchen into a cottage showcase by replacing some upper cabinets with open shelving, a practical design choice that instantly adds character while putting beloved dishes on display. Arrange collections of floral pattern china, pastel ceramic mugs, and vintage serving pieces in thoughtful groupings that combine beauty with accessibility. Mix in practical elements like copper pots, wooden cutting boards, or mason jars filled with pantry staples to create balanced vignettes that feel both decorative and functional. The beauty of open shelving lies in its honesty, elevating everyday items to decorative status while encouraging a curated approach to kitchen essentials. This arrangement allows frequently used items to remain easily accessible while creating the layered, collected over time aesthetic central to cottage style. For maximum impact, install shelving against walls painted in soft hues or covered with subtle floral or ticking stripe wallpaper that enhances the romantic feeling when glimpsed between displayed items. Mixing antique kitchen tools with soft color schemes. Celebrate the charm of traditional cottage kitchens by integrating vintage kitchen tools that are both decorative and useful: rolling pins, enamel pitchers, mixing bowls, and cast iron cookware. Pair these with soft hues like buttery cream, sage green, or dusty blue for a harmonious lived-in look. The mix of utilitarian objects and delicate surroundings highlights the kitchen's role as a functional and emotional centerpiece. Add soft details like a frilled apron, embroidered tea towels, or herbs in vintage bottles to complete the look with timeless appeal. Small cottage kitchen ideas with big impact. Infuse charm into small kitchens with simple, character-rich accents. Use gingham or floral curtains, vintage runners, or removable wallpaper to introduce pattern and personality. Add texture with a painted step stool, woven baskets, or colorful ceramic utensils. Even tiny corners can shine. Think a mini herb shelf, a wall cup rack for teacups, or a vintage clock. These thoughtful details prove that true cottage kitchen style doesn't require space, just smart, curated decor choices. Five, cozy living spaces with personality, layers, patterns, and cottage charm. Decorating with vintage finds for an authentic feel. Create living spaces with soul by incorporating carefully selected vintage pieces that contribute both character and function to your cottage interior. Hunt for items with stories and authentic patina. A wooden wall clock with gently worn numerals, tarnished brass candlesticks with romantic proportions, or gilt-framed mirrors that reflect light while adding architectural interest to simple walls. These treasures bring immediate heritage to contemporary spaces, connecting your home to traditions of craftsmanship and aesthetic history. Arrange collections with intention, perhaps grouping similar items like vintage cameras or antique books for impact, or distributing complementary pieces throughout the room to create visual conversations between different corners of the space. How to style a shabby chic sofa with layers and patterns. Make your sofa a cottage focal point through layered textiles and cozy comfort. Start with neutral upholstery like linen or pale blue. Then mix floral pillows, stripes, checks, or paisley in soft tones. Add a crocheted throw or patchwork quilt to invite relaxation. Try slipcovers in cotton or linen with ruffles or ties for easy updates and protection. This style reflects functional beauty, combining comfort with decorative charm through thoughtful fabric choices. Cottagecore coffee table styling with rustic accents. Style your coffee table as a cozy, functional centerpiece. Use a wood or painted table, topped with vintage books, a ceramic teapot, or garden flowers in a rustic vase. Add warm, tactile details like a carved box, river stones, or framed family photos in aged finishes. Keep the layout both practical and pretty, leaving space for use. This curation captures cottagecore values, celebrating meaningful, everyday beauty over flashy decor. Conclusion. The Romantic English Cottage aesthetic offers a uniquely soulful approach to home design that resonates deeply in our fast-paced world. By embracing the gentle imperfections of weathered surfaces, the honest character of natural materials, and the emotional resonance of items collected over time, these interiors create environments that feel authentically nurturing rather than merely decorated. This thoughtful approach to design honors the human desire for spaces that tell our stories, comfort our senses, and connect us to traditions of craftsmanship and domestic beauty. The most successful cottage interiors don't merely recreate the past, but rather translate its best aspects into spaces that serve present needs while maintaining timeless charm. This adaptive approach ensures that romantic cottage style remains relevant and livable rather than becoming precious or museum-like. As you incorporate these ideas into your own space, remember that true cottage style emerges gradually through thoughtful curation rather than instant implementation. Allow your home to evolve naturally as you discover pieces that speak to you. Arrange them in ways that serve your daily life, and develop personal traditions around the spaces you create. This patient, organic approach honors the authentic spirit of cottage living, creating not just beautiful rooms but meaningful sanctuaries that nurture both body and spirit through their honest beauty and heartfelt charm.